Guys, back in today with more in the Clear Moonlit Dusk, this time with episode 5. Last week's episode was alright. I do feel like it's not exactly going around in circles, but it definitely stagnated a little bit last week's episode, in my opinion. It covered a lot of the same tracks that we already had previously seen from this extravagant scene from the show, but it was still a pretty fun episode. I'm looking forward to seeing a bit more of a focus on some of the side casts, a bit like You and I Polar Opposites, which is one of, if not one of my favorite, anime. Not just airing the season, but last few years. To be honest with you, I'm really enjoying that show. And unfortunately, these air like back to back, so this show maybe gets a bit of a bad rap in that regard. But yeah, it's still fun. But just like, yeah, just unfortunate. Yeah, as I said, I feel like the side casts aren't really too well fleshed out or anything right now. And we're 5 episodes in, so I'm hoping that, if not at this point, next week we can kind of flesh them out a bit. Oh, come on, girls. Amateurs. Stick your feet through the holes and climb up. Although I will say I did do that once, all the way over, because we kicked that football over, and there was a piece of like loose metal at the top, and it scraped all the way down my leg. I had a cut like that big. It wasn't very deep though, but it was a long ass cut. I didn't even notice it scraped me because I was too worried about the height, getting over the fence and falling. Sounds so feminine. Why would you want to do that? You're embarrassed. That's the thing, isn't it? Like, I look back and it's like, yeah, I hated feeling embarrassed, but this is the time to feel embarrassed about things, isn't it? When you're kind of finding yourself, and this is the time for embarrassment. Yet you worry so much about not being embarrassed and what other people think, and growing up early and such. Well, I get where she's at, but yeah. Well, so I actually feel pretty refreshed this morning. I can't lie, my sleep schedule has not been great as of recent. And I've still been feeling alright the last 2 weeks, to be honest with you, but I actually feel a bit more well rested today. I only had like a few hours sleep, but I probably had even less the last couple of weeks. Maybe it's just morning delusions. Pardon me. But as I said in the intro, there's not really any side characters so far, is there? There's not any established kind of. There's the friends of the main characters, is where we're up to so far, isn't it? I want to start getting some names down. I want to start getting some character traits down or something. not every romance has to focus more on the side cast. Like sometimes some anime can get the main couple can get overshadowed, or just they spend too much time on characters you don't care too much about. However, when you think about your favourites, there's always some really good side characters. Again, I think of like Nana. She's got an amazing side cast. Honestly, oh, what's that one called? They had a few years back. Get it now. Did he? Yeah, like, does anyone know these guys' names? These guys might as well be solo leveling characters. What was that show they had a few years back that's getting a season 2? It was really awesome. You know, it's gonna annoy me so much if I don't get it up. But I'm not sure I'll be able to just like define it like that. Oh, it was really good. Maybe I can if I type in like romance. Even then, I don't think it will come up as like one of the first. No. I guess you can just look by genre, but I don't think it's like one of the most popular anime. But I especially really enjoyed it. I think a lot of people found it really good. Where is it? Okay, we've got a list up. Should be quite recognizable style because there's not too much like it style. Well, there wasn't too much like it stylistically when it released. However, I think there's been a few shows that have released. Well, there's Nana. No, it's nowhere near anywhere on this. Clearly not very popular. Shikimori's Not a Cutie is. Damn. Oh yeah, I didn't realize how popular that show was. Wow, this is a lot lower down than I thought it would be. Maybe this was a mistake. Wow, yeah, I mean, it's not even on. Wow, there's plenty of. Wow, okay. Let's go by score then, I guess. Apologies, guys. Surprising. Wow, even Yubisaki to Redrun's above it, which I really like. That's another one that's been one of my favourite releases the last few years. The hell, bro? Not on it. Crazy. Paradise Kiss. Nah, surely not. Surely it's not that low down. Well, I mean, I guess I can restart the episode in the meantime. Apologies, guys. Just like 2 minutes there. I thought that would be quite a quick search. I know it wasn't like the most popular thing ever, but I saw it like it's quite highly rated. And I heard everybody that would talk about it just had very nice things to say when it released. But I can't find it. What the hell? It's crazy work. No idea, bro. Like it's been deleted. That's been removed. Maybe it's not down as a romance. Strangely. This is annoying me. You guys know I get over stuff like this. This is annoying me. Just need to be a bigger prince. Oh, I forgot about that in the preview. There's he looks a bit like that character from a less extravagant version of that character from not Tokyo Avengers, Windbreaker. No commento. Oh, my listening's got pretty good with Japanese, to be fair. Pretty much understand everything they're saying. This is crazy work. Well, I think I've resigned myself to not be able to find it. Crazy. The only explanation I could have is that it's not down as a romance. Somehow. A valid reaction there. Yeah. What's that about? Yeah. I don't know if there's that in this context, but I've had people do that to me. Women do that to me, and it's just like, oh, you're blowing me off like that. You pretended I don't exist, but maybe it was like this. I mean, I doubt it, but it could have been. You know, women are so untransparent sometimes with stuff like this. Yes, please. Yes, please. Fuck work. You're a teenager. It's just so annoying. I need to find this fucking show that I'm talking about. I want to say Hachimitsu no Clover, but I don't think it's called that. It's not that because I've never watched that. The show I need to watch as well, though. Oh, the style in that looks a lot like Sangatsu no Lion. きだ. Oh, here's that dude again. Prince Charming. It's never Prince. Got the third Prince. It does feel again like a little bit dodgy introducing this guy after like we're introducing another romance element that we haven't even fleshed out the friends yet. He's going to your the carry shop. Strange. Ah, he's gonna work here. Man, I'm having such an incredibly. There it is. Ah, you know why it was so close to Hachimitsu to Clover? Because it's called Skip to Loafer. Just similar. What is this down as? Sorry, I can stop fucking side eyeing. Trying to focus on two things. What is this down as? Just a drama. No romance, just a drama. Okay. No, well, no wonder I didn't find it then. Definitely a romance. Skip to Loafer, yeah. Check that out if you guys haven't seen it. Really good show. I can't even remember why I was looking for it now. I was looking so hard for it, I don't even know why now. Just to recommend probably, because I think season 2's coming out sometime soon, and that's a really good show. But that's got some really good side characters in as well. Oh yeah, I was talking about some of my favourite romance of the last few years. Sorry guys, a little bit distracted. Nothing too major happened in the meantime though that I didn't pay attention to. Not that I would know, but yeah. Oyaji Kali. Handsome guy, isn't he? Positively radiating. What does that mean, Nasu? Oyaji curry, it's like old man curry, right? Something along those lines. Maybe it's a different meaning. Oji-kun, his name kind of fits in here. Oh. Oh, that's my bad. I'm mixing up Oji with Oyaji. But they're very similar to be fair. Oyaji, again, I think that's like old man or something. Whereas Oji, like Prince, little Prince Boji, Oji Boji. Peanuts. So we've got the Prince and the King. That's a bit of a weird thing to say to people. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I've never met like someone I'd call a prince. They're like pompous, fancy people. But I wouldn't ever say they're like prince-like. Maybe that's a Japanese kind of thing of because I'm English. Like, grew up with like the monarchy our whole lives. Just not anything we've had like any major kind of thoughts about or any kind of time spent thinking about, to be honest with you. I think that's something that maybe people have a misconception of. Like, I've maybe thought about that family for about 10 minutes in my whole life. but it's something a lot of other kind of places do kind of romanticize, and for me it seems like a very boring kind of inbred family thing. I don't know. So yeah, I guess princes and kings and queens and stuff are a bit more romanticized, very much more romanticized from others than compared to me. My reality is they're just a group of rich people. Who are almost cursed, actually. Can you imagine being born into a family like that and having your whole life set out for you, having to abide by these rules and so on? Fuck that. Well, let's hope he turns up here. Have all three at the same place at once. Cool. Bloody hell. Talk about rich ass families. All of those bags, they're not all from the same store. They've all got different names on them. Don't tell me they're all from the same store. So your mum looks younger than you, bro. Not that that's awfully unrealistic, actually. No, it just looks like a guy. Why does everyone keep saying this? King Henry VIII. That doesn't even make sense. Doesn't even make sense, does it? You've been smitten. Kakoyakata ne. Sound a bit deeper here. What was that about? Okay, I kind of wanted to continue that, but I guess we will at a later time. Okay, interesting. Interesting. It's gonna sound weird. He's not exactly like a psychopath or whatever. I'm not sure what the actual medicinal kind of word for it is, but the way he interacted with those girls was almost like it was detached, and he like if someone actually cared about being in a situation, they'd be a lot more nervous and anxious. He was quite detached from a situation that would usually cause a teenager to be again quite nervous. So I don't know about you guys, but for me, approaching one girl is hard enough. Let alone a group of them, a pack of them. Dangerous. Like I don't know about you guys, but that just flashes danger to me. That's just like, oh shit, well, you're almost guaranteed to fail unless you impress all of these girls. So don't even bother. This is what my brain says. A situation like that. The fact that he could do that just so easily clearly just shows how little he cares. Again, it's almost kind of yeah, I'm not sure what medicinal label you'd call it, but clearly it stems from something in the past that we saw there a little bit, which I'd like to look more into. But I imagine that's probably the same for a lot of guys, because I mean I don't remember a situation where I've been like embarrassed, but actually I think there was a couple of times. One time in a club, I think I was just like 18 or something. A group of girls came over and said I'd be a good match for their friend or something, and yeah, didn't even really speak to her. I just bought her a drink and then just kind of left because it was really awkward. I didn't know what I was doing at all. And you know what? I probably wouldn't be any better now. But that whole kind of process was almost so normy. Like, be a girl at a bar, buy her a drink. It's just like, just not me. I don't know. We'd all like to see that. I imagine they're quite expensive. I think purple would look quite good on her. Black as well, yeah. Oh, smooth. The other thing about that situation was as well, I was speaking about, is the fact that I actually knew a couple of her friends, and I thought they were more attractive. I shouldn't have done it because I didn't actually find the girl too attractive, to be honest with you. It wasn't my type. Not that I really have a type. Get yourself a yukata. We need the romance classic, the yukata reveal. It's a big moment. The side of me, I don't know. I mean, we did see a very different side today, didn't we? She was so much more feminine in every way. Inner thoughts, the little mannerisms, even when she was alone. So much more feminine than what we've seen before. But yeah, promise of like deeper thoughts and such here, with a bit of his backstory, like getting teased a little bit there, I guess you call that. But again, just like still a very weak side cast in this show. Considering not an awful lot happened today, I'd hope that they spend a bit more time with them. I mean, we did get introduced to a new character, a new prince. I call him Prince 3. And he seems alright. I mean, we barely know anything about him other than the fact that he's also a bit of a prince. But I guess he's a side cast member we'll focus a bit on in the future, which is a good sign. It's a bit annoying with characters like him though, because just in the nature of the story, you can kind of assume what's going to happen. It was the same with Blue Box, which it was an anime I didn't really enjoy, to be honest with you. And this is different. This is already better than Blue Box because this is much more focused. But in like when you introduce a character like this, like another love interest, someone different than like the main characters, you kind of already just write them off, if you know what I'm saying. I'm kind of already writing this guy off as he's the character that's going to turn up, be princely, maybe show her that her feelings for the white-haired prince here are more than she kind of truly realizes. It's already kind of affecting how she is and such. Something may end up happening between those two, but then that just reassures her that she does like this white-haired guy, and that's his character. He is there to prove the main romance rather than be his own character. That is what happens probably like 7, 8 times out of 10 for characters like this. So maybe there might be some kind of distinction between him and those types of characters, but that's just always what you're going to assume with a character that's introduced like this, especially in a show like this where it is majorly focused on the 2 main cast and there's pretty much not any other characters in the show. But yeah, pretty decent episode. Again, apologies, my mind was a bit swayed because I got a bit off track for part of the episode, but like I said, there wasn't anything kind of too major happening here. We were just realizing that we're honing in a bit more on that kind of feminine side. Tailed this guy who's now going to be working at the same shop as us. There wasn't an awful lot of like cute moments or anything today compared to the last few weeks where there's been a few really nice moments, but again, just like an interesting potential kind of setup shown here of him in the past. He almost, this is going to sound really weird, but he almost like reminds me of like a detective, like a little like genius kid detective that is way too mature for their actual age. So I'd like to see a bit more regarding that situation, but again, just an episode that wasn't awfully progressive in my opinion. I feel like this show, unfortunately, I probably see this being the case for the foreseeable future, but this kind of pacing is not exactly my type of thing. I think this especially stands out again when you do have a show like You and I, Polar Opposites, where that's fast paced, but not in a way that's like too much. It's like, whoa, hold back for a minute. It's fast paced. It's got pretty well established side characters already. The main romance has progressed more than this, but you also care about the characters more than this. There's more actual characterization to them already. So this show is, maybe it gets a bad rap because I'm always going to compare the two. I mean, they air literally half an hour after each other, and they're both romance. But one of them, being You and I, Polar Opposites, is one of the best I've watched in a while, and this one just kind of seems to kind of flock with the pack a little bit, even though it does have some cute moments here and there, and it's an interesting premise. It just yeah, for one reason or another, it doesn't like fully kind of tickle my itch for romance. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Again, I'm still going to continue it and see where it goes because it does have that potential, but so far there's a few things I would like to yeah, maybe just my kind of preferences I'd like to pick more up on. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Again, leave a like on the video if you guys did like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date, and I'll catch you guys next week with episode 6.